Beloved believers, embracing your mission as the chosen ones of God. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, have you ever wondered why your journey has been filled with trials and challenges? Why, despite your efforts and faith, the road seems so steep and the destination so far? This is not a coincidence but a divine design, a sacred plan crafted by the Creator Himself. Every hardship, every triumph, and every quiet moment of reflection are pieces of a grander puzzle, preparing you for a purpose greater than you can imagine. Today, we invite you to embark on a transformative journey of understanding and hope. Together, we will explore the deeper meaning behind your struggles, the blessings that await, and the unique calling placed upon your life as one of God's chosen. Are you ready to uncover the divine truths that have been waiting for you? Stay with us as we reveal how the next 24 hours could bring the breakthrough you've been praying for. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe to The Anointed for more messages that inspire and uplift. Beloved believers, this is your moment. Let's walk this path together. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, let us begin by exploring the profound truth that shapes your existence. You are chosen. But what does it mean to be chosen? Why does this calling come with such trials? And how can we navigate the challenges with faith and hope? Today, we journey together to uncover these answers, weaving through the stories of Scripture and the echoes of your own life. Imagine for a moment that you are a sculptor standing before a block of unshaped marble. The raw stone holds no beauty at first glance, yet within it lies a masterpiece waiting to be revealed. With each careful strike of your chisel, the image begins to emerge. Beloved believers, this is how God works in your life. Each trial, every moment of silence, is a stroke of the divine chisel, shaping you into the masterpiece you are destined to become. In the story of Joseph, we see this truth unfold. Betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and falsely imprisoned, Joseph's life seemed riddled with misfortune. Yet, amidst the silence of his suffering, God was working. Each hardship was not a punishment but a preparation, a step toward His ultimate purpose, to save a nation and reconcile a broken family. Beloved believers, can you see yourself in Joseph's story? Have you ever faced a pit of despair, wondering if God had forgotten you? The silence, though painful, is not abandonment. It is the forge where faith is refined and strength is built. Like Joseph, you are not merely enduring hardship. You are being prepared for a revelation. The chosen ones of God are not chosen for ease but for significance. The silence is where your purpose is forged, and the fire of trials is where your identity is revealed. To be chosen is to carry a weight, a sacred responsibility. It is to live as a lighthouse in the storm, guiding others even as the waves crash against you. Consider Jesus, who bore the ultimate weight of humanity's sins. From the joyous shouts of Hosanna to the cries of crucify him, he endured rejection, betrayal, and unimaginable pain. Yet, through it all, he never wavered in his purpose. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, what weights are you carrying today? Is it the pain of a broken relationship, the pressure of expectations, or the fear of failure? Know this, your burden is not without meaning. Like Jesus, your endurance has the power to inspire, heal, and transform. Let us not forget the imagery of the cross, a symbol of suffering that became the emblem of redemption. The chosen ones of God are called to bear their crosses, not as a sign of defeat but as a testimony of hope and victory. When the weight feels unbearable, remember that you do not carry it alone. The same God who called you will sustain you. In the moments of silence, when the world seems deaf to your cries, God's voice whispers, "Be still, and know that I am God." Psalm 46 verse 10. It is in these still moments that the divine speaks, not with thunder but with a quiet assurance that you are seen, you are loved, and you are chosen. Picture a seed buried beneath the soil. In the darkness, it feels forgotten, but beneath the surface, life is stirring. The seed draws nourishment, strengthens its roots, and prepares to break through the earth into the light. Beloved believers, this is your story. The silence is not the end. It is the beginning of growth, the prelude to revelation. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, pause for a moment. Reflect on your own journey. What trials have shaped you? What moments of silence have tested your faith? Can you see the hand of God working, even when it felt absent? I invite you to share your reflections in the comments below. What burdens are you carrying, and how have you found strength in the silence? Your story may be the light that guides another chosen soul through their storm. Don't forget to like this message and subscribe to The Anointed for more wisdom and encouragement as we continue this journey together. As we conclude this first part of our journey, remember this: being chosen is both a gift and a challenge. It is a call to endure, to trust, and to rise. The silence is not where your story ends. It is where your faith begins to speak. Beloved believers, the masterpiece within you is taking shape. Trust the process, for the hands that hold the chisel are the same hands that shaped the stars. The journey is just beginning, and the next chapter is waiting to unfold. Let us walk this sacred path together, hand in hand, guided by the light of divine purpose. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, every step you take on this journey has meaning. Life's trials, its winding paths, and even its moments of heartbreak are not random occurrences. They are purposeful threads in the divine tapestry of your life. The road you have traveled, no matter how difficult, is shaping you into the vessel prepared to carry out God's plan. But how do we find purpose in the pain? How do we see preparation in what feels like punishment? Let us embark on this journey together, exploring the trials that shape us, the lessons they teach, and the extraordinary purpose that awaits. Picture a blacksmith forging a blade. The raw metal must endure the heat of the furnace and the relentless strikes of the hammer before it becomes a weapon of strength and precision. Similarly, your trials are not meant to break you but to refine you. They are the flames and the hammering that transform you into a tool fit for the master's hand. Consider Joseph once more. When his brothers betrayed him, it seemed as though his dreams were shattered. Sold into slavery and later imprisoned, Joseph must have wondered if God had forgotten him. Yet, every trial he faced was preparing him for something greater. The dungeon was not the end of Joseph's story. It was the training ground for the palace. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, have you ever felt the weight of the hammer? Have you questioned why life seems so difficult, even when you have tried to remain faithful? Take heart, for every blow is shaping you. Every fire is purifying you. Like Joseph, your trials are not the conclusion of your journey. They are the preparation for your destiny. Let us now turn to another story of preparation: the Israelites in the wilderness. For 40 years, they wandered, facing hunger, thirst, and countless challenges. But the wilderness was not a punishment. It was a season of learning. It was where they learned to trust God for manna, where they saw His guidance in the pillar of fire and the cloud of His presence. Beloved believers, do you find yourself in a wilderness season? Perhaps you feel stuck, lost, or uncertain about the path ahead. Remember this: the wilderness is not a dead end. It is a classroom. It is where God teaches you to rely on Him, to trust in His provision, and to prepare for the promised land He has set before you. The wilderness is also where distractions are stripped away, leaving only what truly matters. It is where the noise of the world fades, and the voice of God becomes clearer. Will you embrace this season as a time of preparation, or will you resist the lessons it offers? Pain is a paradoxical teacher. It hurts, and yet it heals. It weakens, and yet it strengthens. Think of a muscle being stretched and torn during exercise. The process is painful, but it is necessary for growth. In the same way, the pain you endure is stretching your spirit, building resilience, and preparing you for greater challenges. Jesus Himself experienced the ultimate preparation through pain. In the Garden of Gethsemane, He prayed in anguish, His sweat falling like drops of blood. He knew the suffering that awaited Him on the cross, yet He embraced it because it was part of God's plan. Not my will, but yours be done. Luke 22 verse 42. Through His pain, salvation came to the world. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your pain is not meaningless. It is a chapter in a story that leads to redemption, growth, and purpose. The cross you bear today will become the testimony that inspires others tomorrow. What, then, is your role in this preparation? It is to persevere, to trust, and to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. Imagine a marathon runner nearing the final stretch. Their body is exhausted, their legs feel like lead, and their mind is screaming for them to stop. But they press on, knowing that the finish line is worth every ounce of effort. Beloved believers, you are on the marathon of life. The race is long, and the journey is hard, but the prize is eternal. Hebrews 12 verse 1 encourages us, "Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Do not let the weight of your trials cause you to stumble. Fix your eyes on the one who has called you, and keep moving forward." Beloved believers, pause for a moment. Reflect on your own journey. What trials have you faced that, in hindsight, were preparing you for something greater? What lessons have you learned in your wilderness seasons? Take a deep breath and remember that you are not alone. The same God who guided Joseph, the Israelites, and Jesus is guiding you. I invite you to share your reflections in the comments below. What moments of preparation stand out in your life? How have you seen God working, even in the midst of difficulty? Let us learn from one another and grow together as a community of faith. And don't forget to subscribe to The Anointed for more messages that uplift and inspire. As we conclude this part of our journey, remember this: preparation is not punishment. It is the loving work of a Creator shaping you for something extraordinary. Like a diamond formed under pressure or a blade forged in fire, you are being made ready for the purpose God has planned for you. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your trials are not in vain. They are the foundation upon which your future is being built. Trust the process, embrace the lessons, and know that every step you take is bringing you closer to the fulfillment of your divine calling. The journey continues, and the best is yet to come. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, as we continue this journey, let us turn our hearts to the blessings that await us. These blessings, promised by a loving Creator, come in many forms, some we expect, and others we could never imagine. Yet, to fully embrace them, we must learn to let go of rigid expectations and trust in the divine plan that orchestrates our lives. The question is, can you open your heart to receive, even when the blessings come in unexpected ways? What does a blessing look like? For some, it may be material abundance, a new opportunity, financial stability, or the fulfillment of a long-held dream. For others, it may be less tangible but equally profound. Peace that steadies the heart in chaos, restoration of a fractured relationship, or the quiet joy found in moments of stillness. Consider Joseph once more. The blessing he received was not the immediate fulfillment of his dreams, but the opportunity to save countless lives, including those of his own family. What seemed like an impossible trial, slavery, and imprisonment, became the pathway to a purpose far greater than he could have envisioned. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, reflect on your life. What blessings have come disguised as challenges? What unexpected gifts have emerged from your trials? Sometimes, blessings are not what we ask for, but what we need. Will you open your heart to receive them, even if they differ from your expectations? The greatest obstacle to receiving blessings is often our own expectations. We imagine how our lives should unfold, and when reality does not align, we feel disappointed or disillusioned. Yet, beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, these expectations can blind us to the beauty and abundance already surrounding us. Imagine a gardener who plants seeds in neat rows, expecting roses to bloom. But as the season progresses, wildflowers spring up instead. Vivid, untamed, and full of life. The gardener could lament the absence of roses, or they could embrace the unexpected beauty before them. This is the choice we face in life: to cling to our expectations or to release them and see the blessings God has placed before us. Jesus spoke to this truth when he said, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes?" Matthew 6 verse 25. He reminds us that God's provision often surpasses our understanding. Trusting in His plan requires letting go of what we think we need to make space for what He knows is best. Letting go is an act of surrender, and surrender is not a sign of weakness but of trust. To release our expectations is to place our faith in the One who sees the entire picture, who knows our needs before we do. Think of a child clutching a broken toy, refusing to let it go even as a parent holds out a new one in exchange. How often are we that child, holding tightly to our plans, our desires, and our timelines? Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, what are you holding onto today that prevents you from receiving the blessings meant for you? What broken toys are you unwilling to release, even as God offers you something greater? Surrender begins with a simple prayer: Lord, not my will, but yours be done. Luke 22, verse 42. These words, spoken by Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, encapsulate the ultimate act of trust. When we echo this prayer, we align ourselves with the divine plan and open the door to blessings beyond our imagination. Blessings often come when we least expect them. Like a sudden sunrise breaking through the night, they illuminate our path in ways we could never have foreseen. Ruth, a widow who faced loss and uncertainty, could not have anticipated the blessing of Boaz and the lineage that would lead to King David, and ultimately to Jesus. Her story reminds us that even in our darkest moments, God is working to bring light into our lives. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, what blessings might be waiting just beyond the horizon? Perhaps they are not the ones you are praying for, but the ones you truly need. Trust that God's timing is perfect, and His plans are always for your good. When we embrace blessings with an open heart, gratitude flows naturally. Gratitude is not just a response. It is a practice, a way of seeing the world through the lens of abundance. Like a gardener tending to wildflowers, we nurture gratitude by acknowledging the beauty and blessings in our lives, even those that come in unexpected forms. Paul writes, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 18. Gratitude transforms our perspective, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary gifts. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, creating space for even more blessings to enter our lives. Beloved believers, take a moment now to reflect. What are you grateful for today? Share your blessings in the comments below. Your gratitude may inspire someone else to see the beauty in their own journey. And don't forget to subscribe to The Anointed for more messages that uplift and encourage. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, as we conclude this part of our journey, let us commit to opening our hearts to the blessings around us. Let us release our expectations and trust in the divine plan, knowing that God's ways are higher than our ways and His thoughts higher than our thoughts. Isaiah 55 verse 9. Will you take this step of faith today? Will you let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the abundance waiting for you? The blessings are already on their way. Trust, surrender, and open your heart to receive. The journey continues, and the best is yet to come. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, with every blessing comes a purpose, and with every purpose, a mission. To be chosen is not merely to receive but to give, to be a light in the darkness, and to carry hope to those who feel lost. Your journey has prepared you for this moment, and your story has the power to inspire and transform. But what does it mean to live out the mission of the chosen? How can you take what you've been given and use it to make a difference in the world? Let us delve into the sacred responsibility of the chosen, exploring how your life can become a beacon of faith, hope, and love. Imagine a lighthouse standing steadfast on a rocky shore, its beam cutting through the stormy night to guide weary sailors to safety. This is the role of the chosen ones of God. Your trials, your triumphs, and your faith are the light that can lead others out of their own darkness. Consider the words of Jesus. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5 verse 14. As the chosen, you are called to let your light shine, not to glorify yourself, but to point others to the one who has illuminated your path. Beloved believers, who in your life needs the light you carry? Perhaps it is a friend struggling with doubt, a family member weighed down by fear, or a stranger in need of kindness. Your mission begins not with grand gestures, but with small, intentional acts of love and compassion. Your story is one of the most powerful tools you have as a chosen one. Every trial you've endured, every victory you've celebrated, and every lesson you've learned is a testimony to the faithfulness of God. Like a book filled with pages of grace, your life can inspire others to trust in their own journey. Think of Joseph. His story of betrayal and redemption has echoed through generations, reminding us of the power of forgiveness and the sovereignty of God's plan. Or consider the disciples, ordinary men who became extraordinary witnesses to the life and resurrection of Jesus. They were not chosen for their perfection, but for their willingness to share the truth. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, what is your story? What trials have shaped you, and what blessings have emerged from them? Share your testimony with those around you. Your words may be the lifeline someone else needs to hold onto their faith. As the chosen, your mission is not limited to your words. It is reflected in your actions. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, creates ripples that can reach far beyond what you can see. Like a stone dropped into a still pond, your compassion can touch hearts, heal wounds, and spark change. Imagine the story of the Good Samaritan. He did not hesitate to help the injured man on the road, despite their differences. His kindness was a reflection of God's love, a reminder that we are called to care for one another without condition. In the same way, your mission is to see those in need and to respond with love. Beloved believers, who in your life needs your kindness today? Perhaps it is as simple as a smile, a word of encouragement, or a helping hand. These small acts, when done with love, have the power to change the world. The mission of the chosen is not one of isolation, but of community. Just as the body of Christ is made up of many parts, each with its own role, so too are the chosen called to work together for a greater purpose. Paul writes, "So in Christ we, though many, form one body, and each member belongs to all the others." Romans 12 verse 5. Your gifts, your strengths, and your story are unique, but they are most impactful when shared within a community of faith. Together, we can accomplish what none of us could do alone. Beloved believers, are you part of a community that supports and uplifts you? If not, seek out others who share your mission and your faith. And if you already have such a community, cherish it and contribute to its growth. Together, we are stronger, braver, and more capable of fulfilling the mission of the chosen. There is a profound joy in living out your mission as one of God's chosen. It is the joy of knowing that your life has meaning, that your trials have purpose, and that your actions are part of a greater plan. It is the joy of seeing lives transformed, hope restored, and love multiplied through your faithfulness. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, this joy is not reserved for a select few. It is available to all who embrace their calling. When you step into your mission, you step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. You become not only a receiver of blessings, but a giver, a vessel through which God's love flows into the world. As we conclude this part of our journey, reflect on your mission as one of the chosen. What light can you shine today? What story can you share? What act of kindness can you offer? Take a moment to commit to one action that aligns with your calling. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How are you living out your mission? What challenges do you face? And how can we support you as a community? And don't forget to like this message and subscribe to The Anointed for more inspiration and encouragement. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, your mission is a sacred responsibility and a beautiful opportunity. It is the chance to bring light to darkness, hope to despair, and love to a world in need. As you step into this mission, know that you are not alone. The same God who chose you walks with you, guiding your steps and strengthening your heart. The journey continues, and the impact of your mission will echo far beyond what you can see. Trust in the one who has called you, and embrace the joy of living as the chosen. The world is waiting for your light. Shine brightly, beloved believers, the chosen ones of God. As our journey together draws toward its conclusion, we look ahead to the future. A future filled with promise, purpose, and possibility. The path you have traveled, though marked with trials and triumphs, is but the beginning of the story. The choices you make today will shape the life you are called to live tomorrow. The question is, how will you embrace the next chapter? How will you step forward with courage, faith, and hope? Let us envision together the future of the chosen, exploring the promises that await, the actions that propel us forward, and the hope that sustains us. Every ending is a new beginning, like a sunrise breaking over the horizon. The close of one chapter in your life signals the start of another. Joseph's story reminds us that the future is often more extraordinary than we can imagine. From the pit to the palace, his journey culminated in a purpose far greater than the pain he endured. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, what new chapter is waiting for you? Perhaps it is a new opportunity, a restored relationship, or a dream reignited. Trust in the promise of Jeremiah 29 verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Your next chapter is already written in the heavens. Your role is to step into it with faith. The future begins with vision, like an artist sketching the first lines of a masterpiece. Envisioning your life with clarity and intention is the first step toward creating it. Take a moment to picture the life you desire, not just in material terms, but in the richness of your relationships, the depth of your peace, and the fulfillment of your purpose. Think of Abraham, who looked up at the stars and trusted in God's promise of a future he could not yet see. His faith was the foundation of his journey, and his vision became reality. Beloved believers, can you see the stars in your own life? Can you trust that the promises God has placed in your heart will come to pass? Write down your vision. Speak it aloud. Share it with those who support and uplift you. Let your vision be a guiding light as you take the steps toward the future God has prepared for you. Faith without action is like a seed that is never planted. It holds potential but cannot grow. As the chosen ones of God, you are called to act, to take bold steps toward the life you are meant to live. This requires courage, persistence, and trust in the one who goes before you. Imagine Peter stepping out of the boat and walking on water. His action was fueled by faith, and though the winds and waves threatened him, his trust in Jesus sustained him. Beloved believers, what step of faith is God calling you to take today? Perhaps it is pursuing a new opportunity, forgiving someone who has hurt you, or reaching out to someone in need. Whatever it may be, take that step knowing that God is with you. The journey toward the future is not without its challenges. There will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and uncertainty. But as the chosen ones of God, you carry an anchor of hope that holds firm even in the fiercest storms. Hebrews 6 verse 19 reminds us, "We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure." This hope is not wishful thinking. It is a confident assurance in the faithfulness of God. It is the knowledge that no matter what lies ahead, His promises are true, and His love is unshakable. Beloved believers, when the road ahead seems unclear, hold on to hope. Let it be the steady force that keeps you grounded, the light that guides you forward, and the strength that sustains you in every season. As you look toward the future, take time to celebrate the journey that has brought you here. Gratitude is a powerful force that transforms our perspective and attracts even greater blessings. Like the Israelites singing songs of thanksgiving after crossing the Red Sea, let your heart overflow with praise for all that God has done and all that He will do. Beloved believers, what are you grateful for today? Reflect on the trials you have overcome, the blessings you have received, and the growth you have experienced. Share your gratitude in the comments below, and let us celebrate together as a community of faith. And don't forget to subscribe to The Anointed for more messages that inspire and uplift. As we conclude this final chapter, let us return to the truth that has guided us. You are the chosen ones of God, called for a purpose, equipped for every trial, and destined for greatness. The journey ahead may be uncertain, but the one who walks with you is unwavering. Beloved believers, will you step into the future with faith? Will you trust that the same God who carried you through the storms will guide you to the mountaintop? Your story is far from over, and the best is yet to come. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, the future is bright with promise. The seeds you have sown in faith, perseverance, and love will yield a harvest beyond your imagining. Trust the process, embrace the journey, and walk boldly into the life God has prepared for you. The time is now. The journey continues. Step forward with confidence, knowing that you are loved, you are chosen, and you are never alone. The best is yet to come. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, as our journey together comes to a close, let us reflect on the profound truths we have uncovered. You are not here by accident. You are chosen, loved, and called for a purpose greater than you can imagine. Your trials have shaped you, your blessings have strengthened you, and your mission is clear: to be a light in the world and a testament to the unwavering faithfulness of God. Life is not without its storms, but as the chosen, you are equipped with the peace, hope, and courage to navigate them. Every trial is a stepping stone, every blessing a gift, and every moment an opportunity to grow closer to the Creator who walks with you every step of the way. Your story is far from over. The next chapter holds promises of joy, purpose, and abundance, but it also calls for action, faith, and surrender. Will you take the first step today? Will you trust in the one who has called you and embrace the fullness of your destiny? The world needs your light, your kindness, and your testimony. Beloved believers, share your thoughts with us in the comments below. What has this journey awakened in you? What steps are you ready to take as one of God's chosen? Your story could inspire someone else to step into their purpose. If this message has resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Together, we can spread the message of hope and faith to a world in need. We invite you to join our growing community of believers by subscribing to The Anointed. Stay connected for more messages that uplift, inspire, and guide you in your journey of faith. Click subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new message. Your journey is important to us, and we are here to walk it with you. Beloved believers, the chosen ones of God, remember this: you are not defined by your struggles, but by the strength you find in them. You are not alone in your journey, for the Creator who called you is faithful to guide and sustain you. Trust in His plan, embrace the blessings He has prepared, and step boldly into the future He has designed. The story of the chosen is a story of hope, redemption, and victory. Your life is a testimony to the power of faith, the beauty of grace, and the joy of purpose. Go forth with confidence, knowing that the best is yet to come. The journey continues, and you are never alone. Until next time, stay steadfast in your faith and shine your light brightly. You are the chosen ones of God. Let the world see His glory through you.